2 weeks before Election Day, all 7 candidates for the position of Boston City Councilor at Large gathered at ABCD for debate and discussion. The forum gave the public a chance to hear the candidates' positions on a wide range of topics and to ask questions about issues affecting their specific neighborhoods and communities.
People don't get involved in politics most of the time because they don't know about it, they don't want to know, they don't care. But bringing politicians and elected officials to a place where people can come and ask real questions and get real answers, I think is really, really important for our community.
It makes no sense to have colleges and universities with tens of thousands of people flying to Logan Airport to attend, and yet kids who live 20 minutes from these schools cannot even get into them. And that has to change. Let's focus on making sure that there are good quality schools in our neighborhoods, as opposed to closing those schools down.
We have to think outside the box. There is less and less money for us to play with. The federal government has essentially decided that funding youth development work and youth jobs is no longer their business. We went from $3 million in my first year on the city council to $0 in my second year on the city council. That's a very tough hit to take. The city of Boston has never lessened the amount that it puts into the pot, and on top of that, we've raised money from corporations across the city to employ young people.
One of the issues that we're really interested in pursuing is where they stand on issues of education reform. What they're looking to do in order to involve the community in reforming their own schools and their own institutions.
I think a lot of times in our community we feel disconnected. A lot of times you just think it's on TV or you're not a part of the process, but I think this gives an open opportunity, open forum for people to come and actually hear what they have to say.
I'll continue to do what I did on the city council, which was to advocate for seniors, lead efforts on the property tax deferral programs for our seniors, a volunteer tax deferral and tax abatement program. Most of the seniors don't learn about the information. Let's give them the information that they need so that they have these programs at their fingertips.
One of the most important parts of our building a safety net as your city government involves collaboration with our community health centers, which are a health safety net of 25 in every neighborhood of Boston. And they, for the most part, are the first source care provider in many Boston neighborhoods.
They have some really big decisions in terms of the budget and where, money, power is being allocated to throughout our city, and it's important that we're educated about their platform.
We do have an epidemic of drug use. What we also have is an epidemic of well-intentioned but failed government policies to deal with the social problem that is drug use. So I do agree that we need to have a much greater emphasis on treatment of addiction, but we shouldn't be trying to find more money in order to do that. We should be taking money away from failed policies so that we can leave more money in everybody else's pocket at a time when everybody else has less money in their pocket.
So I believe there are deliberate incremental steps that we can take to eradicate poverty, to combat violence. That is the work of this city. For as long as 1 in 10 of our seniors live below the poverty line, 80% of our kids are on a free lunch program. The neighborhood of Dorchester that I call home, a third of those families are on food stamps. So this work is germane to municipal government, and I want to continue to do that hard but good work.
And we can do a lot of programming around prevention and a lot of programming around intervention, but we still don't see the gap on health disparities closing. And what we need to do from a health standpoint is address racism and underlying factors around institutional and systemic racism that drive health disparities.
It's very important for them to become more active members of society, to be more educated and to fight for what they believe in.